chess and a 12-year-old girl. This time we will discuss a rather short game but interesting from several points of view. First, because the game was disputed by a girl 12 years old in the Thessaloniki Olympiad in 1988. This girl, Judit Polgar, in less than 2 years would achieve the title of Grandmaster, with precisely the same age that the legendary Bobby Fischer, 14, but being a month younger than him. Her rival was Paulina Chirimbirova, and the game began with a Sicilian defense, Nimzowitsch Rosolino attack. Without departing from the theory until the sixth move. From here, the moves are nothing special. And in fact, the position reached after the 9th black move has been repeated in the game Golubev-Ponomaryov in the year 96, winning the blacks. But in the move 13, blacks made a mistake, and in the next move it was a critical error. We might think that eliminating the knight in the square c3, the only defender of the white bishop in b5, we may end earning a piece. But this is a very superficial analysis and goes away from a basic principle. This is the second point of interest in the game, the basic principle. Pawns of the castle should not move if it is not essential. In the game, the pawn is moved, creating two huge holes in the f6 and h6 squares. The situation is controlled while the black bishop is in the g7 square. The error of the blacks in this game was first drawn the bishop to take out the bishop of this square and then get rid of the bishop, leaving the black king defenseless. Consequently, the white queen and the white bishop could occupy boxes. Certainly, blacks won the bishop, but they have lost the game. Whites occupy the h6 square and threaten to take the bishop to f6 made checkmate unstoppable. Blacks intend to defend the box f6 with the queen, but the whites surprise them with a queen sacrifice. When the king took the queen, the bishop moved to the square h6 check, and then with the rook in e8 is the checkmate. This end of the game could be the third element of interest in this game, because it is one of the typical checkmates that can be found in chess books. This said, without the slightest wish to detract from the merit of combining Judit. For example, in the book of Antonio Jude, Techniques for Mate Movements, in the section Checkmates with the Rook and the Bishop is the position show taken from the game played in 1999. This end is identical to that implemented by Judit Polgar 11 years earlier. This point is a great example of how dangerous it is to move the pawns of the castle, and shows how useful it is to know end times during the middle game.